All right, guys, we are back again on the Suzuki GS750. We are rebuilding the entire braking system on this bike, and we've got one part left to do. We've done the rear master cylinder that's back on the bike. We've done the rear caliper. We've done the front master cylinder, and that's back on the bike. The last bit we have to do is the front brake caliper. We've got the front brake caliper rebuilt. I ended up doing this off camera because honestly, this is a super weird caliper. One pad bolts here. You've got this weird floating bracket. The pads are circular. The piston is a super weird size. The whole thing was like a Chinese puzzle to put it back together. I did end up using the existing piston on this because the one I finally got from Brake Crafters, although it was the right diameter and the right height, this shoulder is quite a bit lower. It might have worked, maybe not, I don't know. I'm gonna keep this as a spare in case the original doesn't work. It had a few pits in it, but we've got this thing put back together. What I wanna do today is get it on the bike. Now we're gonna check out our custom-made brake lines. So here are the original front brake lines that came off the bike, the upper and the lower. You can tell, I mean, obviously they're very old. This one was held together with electrical tape, which is no bueno. And we got some custom-made brake lines from Patriot Braking. These came in last week. I haven't even opened up the package. I want to make sure that I measured them up right and we got them built right. Okay, I've got these custom-made braided stainless lines. I had them done in black so they look more stock, and I'm just comparing them to the old lines. The lines themselves seem to match up. The fittings on the ends, if you can see that, let me zoom in a little bit. The fittings on the ends seem a bit longer. So yeah, we've got about, I don't know, a centimeter or so on each end that's a bit longer. I don't think that's going to cause us a problem. I think that's close enough for our purposes. Here's the lower hose, and you can see the hoses match up in terms of length, but the fittings themselves extend out further. I don't think it's enough to cause us any problems. So let's try to fit these to the bike. The new lines did not come with new banjo bolts, so we are spending a little time cleaning up the old ones. I'm not entirely happy with how the inside of these banjo bolts are cleaning up, so we're going to see if we can't put a little steel wool down into them. But sometimes I gotta do things the hard way, I guess. We've got our completely rebuilt brake system now fitted to the front of the bike with our new stainless braided hoses. They go down to the brake junction here. It's not all completely tightened yet. I'm just looking at fit up, and then down to the caliper, which will be down by the front wheel here. They're just a tad long because of the extra length in the fitting. I'm gonna get some new banjo bolts. We got some wheel bearings coming in the next couple of days, and we'll get the wheels fitted. We'll get everything tightened up here. We'll bleed the brakes, and we'll have a bike with wheels and brakes.